Hello and welcome to the Road to Innsmouth. We're your hosts. I'm Matt.
I'm Gareth.
We're here to enlighten and entertain you in the crazy world of the paranormal and strange.
Yeah.
So, where to start? Well, this is, as we've just sort of been talking about off air, this is kind of an episode 0.5, so this won't be the standard format. But
No.
we've recently
we're in
done
two different places.
Yeah, we've recently done an investigation that you can see on our Facebook page or on our YouTube page. And while we're there, we actually decided to do a podcast. So that's kind of us talking while we're actually at the site. And what I'll do is probably at the end, I'll cut in. We thought we might have caught, maybe 3 EVPs? So I'll cut them at the end. So you can listen and see what you think. And let us know. Is there anything you want to add?
No, don't think so.
No?
Just that I suppose why this is different is because we're in our own homes, not together.
Yeah, this is the middle of the pandemic.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're recording
That's
this.
why it's so long after the investigation as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's taken us ages. Obviously, both working to sort this out.
We're both still working for the NHS, so
Yeah, so it's kind of a bit mad.
yeah.
Both of us to get any sort of time.
And getting out to meet up is obviously not allowed at the moment.
No, so ideally we'd be recording this in the same room, and it'd be a
wouldn't
little
be
easier.
10:30 at night.
Yeah, well, 10:30 at night. Try not to wake the kids up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we first heard about this investigation. Crikey, what was that? Was it 8 years ago?
3 years ago, 2 leap years, wasn't it? It's been 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years. So yeah, 8 years ago. And we went down 4 or 5 years ago, and we didn't really have any recording stuff, did we? We took some photos.
Was it I thought we were then after it first happened. Was it the following leap year? Was it following?
Yeah, I think we completely missed, didn't we?
I don't know. Well, we didn't go down because it was on a leap year, did we? We just went down to investigate. It was later in the year.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't think I thought it was about 8 years ago that we did it.
Oh, it might have been. Yeah, it was a very long time ago.
It was.
Yeah, so we thought we'd actually go back, properly record it. So we got video and audio, and we've done this podcast. So here we are. So what I think I'll do now is let's just hear that podcast, and then we'll come back afterwards and discuss what we think we saw and what we think might have happened.
Enjoy.
So story so far, tree. It's the most likely tree, this one. It's got to be one of these ones that are running down here. Yeah. For the rest of the story to be accurate, and if it isn't, then the rest of the story's not accurate, then there's nothing really to investigate. So let's assume that's correct. So around just before sunset on the 29th of February, dog walker walking his dog on his way out sees a young girl balancing on a falling down tree.
Yeah, falling down tree. Did he mention the river?
I'll have a look at my notes and annotate.
Because that obviously says a lot.
Yeah.
Up there on the path you walked in.
Exactly, yeah. So if it is this one...
But how many... The problem is, we know that tree was here 8 years ago because we found it.
Yeah, we don't know how many of those were.
Some of them are old, but they could have just been cut down recently because they're
moved.
Old.
Yeah. So, yeah, they don't have to have fallen. These we know that because also you can see the uprooted. You know.
Yeah, that fell naturally. Some of these haven't got roots near them.
So he stopped because she was wearing just a white dress, described long black hair covering her face with pale skin. He asked if she was okay. She came to talk to him. Yeah. At which point, her voice sounded robotic and strange and offbeat. He got a little bit concerned. His dog started whimpering. He was basically like, okay, I'll leave you to it. He walked off, got either out of the park or a certain distance away. Conscience got the better of him. Felt, for whatever reason, something wasn't right. Yeah. Wanted to go back and check on her.
Well, we should say at this point he's a Jehovah's Witness. So
yeah, he's Jehovah's Witness, so he obviously doesn't believe in ghosts or anything anyway.
No, but it's also his duty as a Jehovah's
Witness. His duty, it's bound to help people.
Yeah,
so. But that's what I mean, but a ghost thing wouldn't be on his mind because he doesn't believe in it. So.
No. Well, not a lot of people do, to be fair.
No. So he came back in, his dog refused to come back any further. And by the time he got back here, which he said was very brief, read into that what you will, she disappeared.
Yeah. See, that's the bit I would say.
That time, it's that time.
Yeah.
Not knowing how long that is.
Well, I could walk out there, tie your dog up. Well, first of all, you got to get your conscience. See, if I walked out, I can see through these woods here, gaps. If I was walking back across that field, I probably would check through there before coming back.
Especially if you live over that way. If you
Yeah.
live back in the house, you've
I
got to
would-
walk past all of this.
And you can see.
Which would make sense that he wouldn't do it if he was out that way.
No.
Because he'd be walking home and go, I'd have to walk all this way
Yeah.
back. You tread my steps.
Yeah, but would you come back in the woods to see if she's alright? Or would you just look through these trees and see if she's alright?
That's the thing, isn't it?
I would probably look through the trees, and if I could still see, and if I couldn't see her, I'd be like, oh, she's probably gone home.
But if you feel duty bound.
Well, yeah, there's obviously something that made him want to come back. He was compelled to come back.
Yeah. Compelled.
No, so he felt like he had to come back. The dog didn't want to. So he's tied the dog up and he's walked back. And all that time, you're talking 5 minutes.
Yeah, it could easily be 5 minutes, not 1 minute.
Yeah. But it's a minute to get out, even on the shortest part.
Yeah. But it's just if it is here, it's easier to see if anyone's moving.
Yeah. But what was he going to do when he came back here? Was he going to ask her to walk her home?
Yeah, I don't know.
Was he going to ask her for a phone number?
I think once she wasn't around, he sort of forgot about
He
it.
did have a look around, didn't he? In the brief-
Yeah, as far as I know, he sort of looked around and saw.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're standing, if it was this, and you're standing here,
Did he just stand and scan, or did he actually, have a walk around these paths? There's quite a few paths here.
I mean, but also, how far did you come in before you realised she's not there and start looking? Would you come? Would you walk all the way up here? Or would you just like come down like one of the shop right over there and go, oh, there's no one here? Because
Yeah.
you completely change your viewpoint of how much. If you're here, there's quite a lot of angles you can see.
Yeah.
But if you're right there, there's so many trees. Although they're like sparsed out, they're spaced. It doesn't really give you a clear view. And like you said, even though I'm wearing a quite light coloured top, it was still quite hard to see me.
Yeah. So it might over here. I think it's because everything is quite light. Look at the trees.
Yeah, you get a lot of light because they're quite thin trees.
And if it's a clear night, I think you would blend in quite easily.
There's still a lot of green here even at this time, yeah, so
You
you
can
can still
see
have a
me,
lot of
you said.
reflection. Yeah, I can see you.
Yeah. So I know.
Which is weird because you're wearing green.
Yeah.
So,
So I'm not blending in with the trees because they've got that silver sheen to them.
yeah.
She's in white. Maybe she didn't blend in either. Maybe he can. Well, how far did he walk back to the log? Because like, come on.
That's what I mean. If he stopped there, would you stop there and just go, oh, they're not there?
Yeah.
That's what I mean. If he was there looking through, it'd be quite easy for her to have gone anywhere and not see her.
Yeah.
Even if you like literally legged it and legged it back.
He's just squatted behind the tree.
Yeah, or that one.
Heard him coming back.
Yeah.
And hid. Because that might have freaked her out.
Yeah,
We
yeah, yeah.
haven't thought of that. We said, why did she run off if she didn't do anything wrong? Maybe she didn't. Maybe she heard him coming back and was scared. And
I mean, it wasn't that long ago, like.
why is he suddenly coming back?
Yeah.
But then she did approach him and be all.
That sounded like a branch breaking, but I don't think it was. Maybe someone's doing some building work over there. But
I'm getting near that.
yeah. Let's have a look down here. Almost. Gee, walk that way. Yeah, stop. Yeah, it's a lot harder to see than you think when you're standing here. It seems like it's quite open. You don't have to go far off a sight angle to get completely blocked out. Well, I saw you walking away because you weren't even like walking fast, were you?
No. I was getting the camera up.
Yeah, so
Video.
what happened was like that tree in the middle of the path where the path splits left and right, that tree in the middle first blocks you and it blocks the entire length of the path.
Oh, okay.
Then you come round, then you've got like a second window, then the next tree blocks you.
Yeah.
And then by that time you'd basically hidden and I could see your head, but that's because you were peeking out with your blue phone.
Yeah. To see.
By that time you'd literally disappeared because of the
Well,
angle.
try to-
Look, I'm looking through all of this trying to find you.
I was trying to get lower as well.
Yeah.
She's not going to be 6 foot tall, is she? But
So-
over there where I was, I know I wasn't far. I was literally just the other side of that hump.
Yeah, from here it looks
It
like
was
nothing,
There was
but
branches on the floor and they were crunching underfoot.
I couldn't hear you.
Oh, okay. So every time I sort of said, I heard. Did you film it as you came out?
No, I was recording it.
Oh, okay.
There's too many variables, isn't there? So,
Yeah. Unless he appears to in front of us now. We
that'd
haven't
be
even,
good. And
it's
then you just put your phone away, so it probably happen now.
Oh yeah, because we never have any film. No one's ever got any film. And my hands will automatically see it up, so I can't get my hands in my pockets to get it out in time. Quicker to actually sketch the object
Yeah.
when they happen.
Take a mind picture. Right.
Have you actually taken? Have you taken any pictures? Of
I
this
don't know if
actual
I have
spot?
actually, mate.
Taken pictures of the woods and you filmed it. I haven't actually taken any of the actual thing. And now I'm recording it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I'll just turn them off. That's nearly 15 minutes on there.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Some of that will be us talking, so it might be hard to hear anything out. We didn't actually ask if anyone's here, did we? We always do that.
They do always do that. I don't know why. They do. Remember that time when we came here last time? We called that weird, really weird.
We got like a nursery rhyme, didn't we?
Yeah, it was like a la 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 la
Yeah,
la
yeah.
in the background, which is really odd.
Yeah, which is what. Yeah, that's when we listened to it as we walked round, didn't we?
Yeah, yeah.
Then recorded, then we walked round and listened, and it was right at the end we heard.
Yeah, we were chatting. See, that was over us chatting.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't know if it's better because.
Well, I think it is. I think it's more. I've read reports where people have done EVP, and where people go, is anyone there? And obviously they're trying to get a response, but that proves that it's what they say, intelligence. You know, it's not a recording in time. It's.
But you know, if they're that intelligent, they can just speak to you. That's the problem, or avoid you. The problem is, as soon as you talk about intelligence, they might just go. They might just not want to talk to you then. If they're like,
well, yeah,
if they can reply.
Well, they're there for a reason, and it's not to talk to you.
Yeah.
You know, unless they're angry at you and pissed off. But then it only appears on camera, on film, that we record, and we can't hear it.
Yeah.
But it's supposed to be a sign of intelligence. You're getting intelligent responses to yes or no questions. But I've read reports where people have like go and sit in a graveyard on a bench and just have a conversation, and
then see if you hear in the background. Yeah.
And sometimes you get
that ambient becomes some. Yeah.
Yeah, you suddenly hear people talking, or some people have recorded, like they've sat here, for instance, we could be chatting. If there is a little girl and we're talking about Sweetstone, they've actually recorded the voice, someone actually butting in on their conversation, even though there's no one else there.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
they're not actually physically asking. And also, people say if you ask for it, you're inviting something to the area. If there is this sort of veil,
Yeah.
like, is anyone there? Well, there could be. There could be someone on the other side.
But not
of the
related to what you want.
No, you can invite something over. That's why you should never do it in your house, because you can
Yeah.
invite something into your house. And it's like, wow.
I can only feel I'm partially,
oh my God, now.
I'm partially responsible for this
Yeah.
situation. Yeah. No, you're right. I always thought that.
Are you recording it?
I'm still recording, but not on my Dick's phone.
No, but so you can go back to.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there is lots of. Yeah, so. Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Well, you know what? Let's do it for shits and giggles, shall we? Where is my voice?
That was our first swear word today.
No, that's one as I've been walking around.
I haven't heard you.
Oh, maybe this has. There might be. I said,
Oh, mate, that's going to be a nightmare to edit.
Just have a warning at the beginning. Alright, I'm going to record. Okay, so, you know, maybe there is. Is there a little girl? I'm not including that.
It's harsh. It's harsh.
You know, is there anyone here? Are we on our own? Is there someone playing on this one? And we've got our reader here, so you know, mine's died, I think.
Oh.
I have got batteries, but I haven't got a screwdriver to change it. So next time.
It's always the little things. Always the little things.
She said.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna go off on this vlog then. So this is it. Is it? Why? I don't know why she's playing on logs, or the whole forest is a playground.
Kids play in logs, don't they?
Yeah. If it was an accident, someone did die here. You know, did they fall off a log and drown, and it never got reported because it was in the 1800s?
I've tried. I can't find any.
No,
But
I can't find any reports. But would it be reported? Was they ever found?
Yeah.
There was that story a little while ago about the A23 or something. You sent me a link about people seeing shadows running across the road.
Yeah.
There was, when I was looking and seeing the story, there was a report years ago. Well, not years ago, but in the last decade, of people reporting a car crash, and the police came out, searched, they saw a car go off the road, and there was more than one person reported this. And they came out, they found the car, and the car, a few metres away from the car, was the driver. He'd been dead for about a week. The car crashed a week before anyone saw it. So what people were saying, was it the ghost trying to get people's attention to find
Yeah.
him?
How crazy is that?
He's been there for that long. Yeah, he'd been there for days. He was pretty much a skeleton. And they found him, but he was out of the car. So whether he got out of the car to crawl away and then died, ditches on the side of the road.
You wouldn't.
And he just crashed at night and gone outside and couldn't raise the alarm or anything. No one saw
Was
it.
it at night the crash, you reckon?
I-
Because if it was during the day, we wouldn't even have lights on.
No, so you wouldn't. Yeah, and did the engine? The engine was stalled as soon as you crawled out. And so a few metres away. Obviously, stuff
On the
like
A23.
wherever you sent me a link, it was in that area as well.
Yeah, there's loads in the A20. It might be an A24, but that area around.
Where you said the shadow people are seen running across the road that caused accidents.
Oh wow.
Maybe it was a shadow person that caused that accident.
Yeah, that'd be weird, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So
two separate things happening.
But it's an interesting. Obviously, the report never reported of the car again. But obviously, he's been found now. So was it just him calling out to get found and be put at rest? But for more than one person to see this car crash.
Yeah, that's weird, isn't it?
And then they got there.
Like being unrelated and not what you're there for.
Yeah, people are just driving along. Oh shit, that car just went off. And then they've seen the car, because if you pulled over to see the car, you're like, shit, the car's there, but there's no one in it. Let's get the fire brigade out. The fire brigade come out ready to cut someone out or drag the car. Oh, and the car's empty. There's a body.
Crazy.
But the body is days old, so it didn't happen that night or that day that they saw the crash. I think it was night time that they saw the crash, so I presume the crash happened that night.
But yeah,
for-
there's an
for
idea.
happening
Wow.
again. But, yeah.
I'll have to have a look at that.
Yeah, I just googled searched some of the links you sent me, places you wanted to investigate, and that's why I said, what story are you on about there? Because that obviously came up, and you.
But yeah, there's so many on there that people have said about, and also it's like rife with phantom hitchhikers and stuff on that area.
So that was at the end of what we recorded while we were on site. Now, if you listen carefully, these are the 3 potential EVPs we think we might have recorded. So give it a listen and let us know what you think.
Some of these haven't got roots near them.
So
maybe it does go all the way around.
right,
Yeah.
did you listen to those EVPs?
Yeah, I wasn't too sure on them.
It's really hard. The thing with it, because we were recording off our phones, weren't we? It's really, really hard to know what is
I don't know if it's just
interference or
interference. Yeah, it's hard. It's not like there wasn't that clear.
no. That's what I mean. There's no. It felt like it sounded like someone was talking, but
Yeah.
none of the words were clear at all. So I was like, is that just like the wind or something brushing against?
Yeah, us walking.
Yeah,
Rubbing.
exactly.
Could have been one of us.
That's so frustrating.
Yeah, it's hard. It's a shame you can't find in context in the video
Yeah.
to see where we actually are.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, but it was quite fun, wasn't it? It was incredibly wet and boggy.
Yeah.
It was just before the pandemic and in the middle of
Well, it had started
a
because I
fourth
think you
back
mentioned it.
storm, was it, or something?
What's that?
Nearly the 4th back-to-back storm at the beginning of the year, wasn't it?
Oh yeah. Was it Storm? Yeah, it should have been Storm something else, but it came from Spain, so they got to name it Georges.
That's right. Yeah.
But it should have only been like the 4th one, like letter D or something. We should have been on, but they do it differently in Spain, so it got a different name. We didn't change it.
So it was a bit of an epic walk around. I recently actually traced back when we first went there. I found the photos, and you're right. It was definitely that log we were taking a photo of that's all broken down now.
Yeah, all chopped up.
Yeah, because I've got it.
I'm sure this pandemic, when we were walking around and when we met up, this pandemic was already out. We just wasn't been in lockdown.
Yeah, it was.
Do you remember we went to Tesco's afterwards and how busy Tesco's was?
Oh yeah, that was mental, wasn't it? It was like everyone queuing up.
Everyone could try and get in the car park. Everyone panic buying.
Yeah.
What are all these crazy people doing? Which is crazy. There was crazy people, but then suddenly to go into lockdown, it's kind of like a week or two later. It's like, oh, a lot serious than we thought.
Yeah, that's right. It's quite hard to know. Like, the story doesn't quite match up to like the geography, does it?
No, which we didn't find.
There's only one way in and out. You're like, well, it depends. It's not really.
It's not. There's the way we thought was the only way in and out. And there's an entrance at the other end of the field.
And then there's literally the other corner of the field.
There's a sty, isn't there?
Yeah.
In the corner. So.
And it's quite actually. When you're standing there, it looks like you should be able to see someone from everywhere. And actually, when you're in there, it's quite easy to not see anybody.
Yeah, you can
it's not dense woodland, but it's just the way the trees are spaced. It's quite hard to have a straight line of sight anywhere.
Yeah, I don't think and if it's getting dark, it wouldn't take long to lose someone in there.
No, not at all.
They could easily hide, which I think they did.
Yeah.
I think it was a strange situation.
Or depending on how old you are, like how long does it? Like we said, it's like he said it's only a couple of minutes, but we walked it and we're like, it was more than 1 or 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's quite boggy though. When we slow down, but then you got to tie your dog up. You got to do this.
Yeah, if you're older, you're going slower. You could easily be 5 minutes.
Yeah, but then we found the other log, didn't we, at the back of the field?
Yeah, again,
it could have been another tree stump.
I haven't had any luck contacting him, so haven't actually been able to talk about it,
around.
Which is a shame.
We're just judging it on that one. Now that's been chopped down, obviously makes it a little bit harder.
Yeah, exactly.
But we didn't get any evidence either, did we? There was no readings came up.
No readings, but
fluctuations and anything.
These are inconclusive.
There were a lot of when we were there 8 years ago, when we had that recording, that was a lot
Oh,
clearer.
that singing was really cool. I tried to find it. It might be on my old laptop. I'll see if I can recover it.
Yeah.
'Cause that was cool in like the background.
Yeah, it's a shame these ones aren't clear. Well, I'm guessing because they're through our phones rather than on an actual recording.
Yeah, I know. We need to bring out proper mics next time, I think.
Yeah, I might be able to pick it up better.
Yeah.
Or wherever we go next.
Yeah, there's got so many, even like locally, isn't there?
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll have to have a good think about. But I really don't want to do Friston Forest.
You don't?
I do, yeah.
Oh, I do. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, that looks really good.
But yeah, because of many things that have been seen there.
Yeah, so much crazy stuff that's been reported there. That'd be really, really good. I
Yeah.
think. But I don't know if we're going to go back here again. I don't know. It's worth going back to those woods. It's
I'd go back if we had confirmation of that being the log or which was the log.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'll try.
Bit
I'll
more
try and track
information.
him down. He's been a bit reclusive, so I'll do my best to try and
Yeah.
find
It's
him.
even harder now, isn't it? In lockdown, he probably not even.
No. As I said, my mum hasn't seen him in a couple of years, so
He might not even be in the area anymore.
no, exactly. So we'll have to see if anything comes up. We'll obviously let everyone know. But
Yeah.
for now, that was a bit. I mean, it was a really fun day out, but it was sadly a bit not as any evidence that we wanted to get.
No, but we don't know. It can't be is it residual, where they just repeat themselves over and over again.
Yeah, it was just a weird sighting, wasn't it? That was the thing.
Yeah, well, she spoke to him, so if it couldn't be residual. It had
No,
to
it was
be.
definitely
It had intelligence. So if it was a spirit, then it was just plain weird. It was,
Yeah, I mean, probably.
it wouldn't be. We wouldn't have to be. If it was residual, then I would say, yeah, we'd have to be there on the 29th. We'd have to be there at that time,
Yeah.
and maybe the weather would be the same, and we might get a chance to see something. The fact that she was intelligent means that she should be able to be. We should have been able to get something.
Yeah. If she wanted to be contacted, obviously.
Yeah, if she want. Yeah, well, yeah, there is that. I think it was just some
It's
creepy
tricky, isn't
girl.
it? There's so much
Uh,
we don't know.
Yeah, it's probably the way she probably said anything to him was probably more sarcasm than anything else. Being a teenage
Yeah, it
girl,
could be. I mean,
and then he left the woods and came back worried. Took it, and
yeah.
maybe she didn't run because she was scared because there was a man coming back in the woods.
I'd be completely willing to discount it as just a weird encounter if it wasn't for the dog, to be honest.
Well, yeah, that was the
But
only
then,
thing.
not knowing how nervous that dog is, who knows?
But, yeah, and he's on his way home. He's had his walk. He might just want his dinner.
Yeah, that'd be all.
Yeah, exactly. Dogs can be
Yeah.
stubborn.
No, that's true.
My dog used to sit there and not move if he didn't want to go in the direction I wanted to go in.
But yeah.
Yeah,
So
that was strange. But yeah, we don't know more about the dog. We don't know.
no, there's just too many unknowns there, isn't there?
Yeah. I suppose because we're getting it second hand from someone else. I know they're relative, but it's still
Exactly. We're still
information, isn't it?
second hand
And it's still years ago that we were given it.
yeah,
So,
yeah, exactly. So yeah, we'll just. But I think things like the Friston Forest and stuff, and Clapham and stuff like that have got so much recorded stuff already written down. It's quite good knowing knowing what you're trying to look for. At least, like you've got kind of an area where things happened, what people have seen, already reported. So
yeah, well, Clapham, it's ongoing, isn't it? So
yeah, we've been there 3 or 4 times now.
yeah, I presume there's still reports coming in now though of stuff that's gone on there.
Yeah, as far as I know, there are. Yeah,
And there's obviously we're not the only people to go there. It's been people go there all the time, don't they, to investigate? And
yeah,
it's quite a hot spot. That whole area though, UFOs are seen in the skies, and
yeah. There's loads of stuff over there, isn't there?
kind of with Canterbury Ring and
Yeah, and yeah, you got the A27, A24, A20, all those roads, like in all of that area, have got stuff reported about them. It's quite a hotbed that those few squares.
yeah, it's like a little Bermuda Triangle sort of
Yeah,
things going on.
yeah. So I think we're probably. I think the next episode will be properly episode 1.
Yeah, this is just finalised to what we did over
Yeah,
there.
this wraps up that entire investigation, and then I think we'll
share it.
we'll probably do a titled episode on like a subject or something. I think, at least at the beginning, and then we'll have further episodes of these on stuff we've actually investigated as well.
But yeah, I suppose we don't have to do the podcast on our own investigations. We can discuss podcast on black-eyed children and shadow men and Bigfoot
Definitely.
and
all the kind of different stuff that interests us both.
And hopefully the more
Cryptids.
listeners we get, more ideas people will give us.
Yeah.
And then we'll have our investigations to talk about as well, and hopefully videos of our investigations.
Yeah, I think that'll be the way forward. On that note, I suppose anyone who does want to report anything, they can contact us through Facebook at Road to Innsmouth, Instagram, Road to Innsmouth.
Yeah.
Twitter, is that the same?
Twitter's handle's a bit weird, but I'm sure if you search Road to Innsmouth, it would come up. But it's like Rinstown or something, at Rinstown on Twitter. It's a bit weird.
Oh, okay, that's cool. I have nothing to do with Twitter. I don't understand it.
I don't understand it that well. To be fair, it's best just to contact through. But you can email us as well. We got roadtoinnsmouth@yahoo.com.
Yep. If there's anything you'd like us to investigate or want us to talk about, let us know.
Yeah.
And we'll get a. Not sure the first few episodes while we're in lockdown how often we'll be able to record it. But we'll try and get out regular, hopefully at least every other week.
I was going to say, in 3 weeks' time, it's supposed to, hopefully, he might help. They're saying that you can travel further. You may be able to eat with members of our household as long as it's at a safe distance. And
that would be good, because at least we could. It'd be easier to record. It's still difficult doing it over Skype. So.
Yeah, I don't know how it's going to sound once it's.
No, I don't know how it doesn't quite flow as easily either.
No.
But yes, so.
Hopefully it makes sense. But obviously, like I said, this is a test, isn't it? Really, we've never done a podcast before, so we don't know.
No, so we've got so it's all just going up as a practice session, and then we'll get it. I think we'll get smoother and more into it, better next time.
So, what do you think of the potential EVPs, though?
Gargling at the end. It sounds like it's underwater. The last bit.
Yeah. And I swear one of them sounded like it was almost someone laughing over the end of it as well.
Yeah, but I think with that laughing one, if it was one of our phones, because when I listened to it before, it kind of sounded a bit like the laughing in our intro. Well, I don't know if it's on this intro, but one of our intros that we made.
Yeah.
That laugh, and one of the EVPs that I heard, so I'm wondering if it was me on my phone.
Oh, maybe.
Like an interference that way. I don't remember having it on my phone, but I don't even know if I made it afterwards, but it sounds very similar.
Yeah, and I wasn't able to link it to any of the video we took, so I couldn't see
so we're just recording sound. But I don't remember opening it up and playing that clip, or why we would have played it if we weren't talking about it.
Yeah. No, I don't remember you doing that, but
it just sort of
said that word's a bit weird though. I mean, the sound can carry, can't it? So it's quite difficult to sometimes place it.
I knew what you meant by laughing. I just wasn't sure if it was one of ours. Or maybe people who hear this will listen to it and be able to tell us what they think.
Yeah, definitely. We'll see.
Fingers crossed.
But yeah, it was a good first investigation, I think. But we'll.
The investigation was fun.
Yeah, and we learned a lot from it. So.
Yeah, always bring willies.
Yeah, always bring wellies. That's probably the number one thing.
Especially if a lot of our investigations end up being outside.
Which is more likely because it's the easiest access, isn't it? Like the woodlands and stuff is so much easier to investigate.
Yeah.
And cheaper.
Yeah. Well, we don't have to pay to get in anywhere or try and get permission to be in anywhere.
Exactly. Yeah.
Maybe at some point we get invited into somewhere.
Yeah.
Property somewhere.
Yeah, that'd be great. An old prison or something.
Yeah. I quite like being outside. I think the elements and everything in the...
Yeah, the only thing with being outside is literally the sound contamination that you get, but...
Yeah, but I think, and
better equipment will help mitigate that quite a lot, so...
I think there's a lot that's gone on in places that people just dismiss because it's not a haunted house, it's not...
Yeah, it's much easier to dismiss stuff in the outside, so...
Yeah, and I think people just like going to haunted houses, don't they? It's just...
Yeah, it's classic.
More creeps. But, I think walking around a wood at night can be quite scary, especially a lot of screaming woods and stuff, places like that.
Yeah.
Disembodied screaming in the middle of a wood is going to be pretty creepy.
Yeah, that's not what you want to hear, is it?
No. Something big smashing through the trees. Or a black-eyed child asking to come in your tent.
Oh, that would be terrifying. Maybe for a good investigation, though.
Yeah, it would.
I think that's probably it for this one, isn't it?
No, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we both agreed on it, though. We didn't get anything. Well, apart from maybe the TPPs. But we didn't get...
Nothing conclusive or...
No. We're not even sure being in the right... with that second tree log. But we've got some other video footage to post as well, haven't we?
Yeah.
The stuff you recorded that can go up. Or...
Yeah, that's been less than helpful about trying to sort that out, but yes.
Oh.
YouTube has not been kind to that, but I'll try and splice it together again and get it down to some sort of quality that will actually let me post.
What was wrong with when I sent you with it all spliced together?
I just wouldn't upload. It just sat there at like 9% for like a day.
Oh, do you think it needs to be short?
I'm not sure. I'm not just sure because everyone's off and using YouTube. Whether
Well, if we can get it up, we get it up. It's your camera footage, isn't it, rather than mine?
Yeah, I've got it all, so it doesn't really matter.
It's like looking from the other end, the other side.
Yeah.
There is like an hour's worth of footage up there.
Yeah. It's in 4 parts, isn't it, on YouTube already? So
Of the whole investigation. And if we get these other bits up, there's a bonus there, isn't there?
Yeah, encourage everyone to have a look and see. They may have heard stuff and see stuff that we missed. So
yeah. So now the podcast will be going up. So hopefully, when this is all over, we can go out. We can do another one, another investigation.
Yeah, get a few more things to talk about.
I'd like to do a night in Friston Forest, though.
That'd be great, wouldn't it?
I don't know where we'd park, but late evening. Maybe take the habits
out and hike it down, I suppose.
There's a car park there in Butcher's Hole, but I don't know if you'll get away with parking there all night.
Nah, it's probably patrolled, I'd imagine. I would look into it once the lockdown's over.
Yeah, I might just have to park in the village nearby and walk up.
Yeah, that's true.
East Dean's only around the corner, it's only down the hill.
Yes, it's not no hardship, is it? So
you can always go and dump the gear and then move the car.
Yeah, that's an option. Cool.
But then we can always do another podcast before then anyway. This way.
Yeah, we'll definitely have
something.
1 or 2 up by then.
Yeah, we can always tweet, or we probably can't tweet. We can always Instagram or Facebook when it's coming on and what it's about.
Yeah.
When we know.
That's a good plan, like, the day before or something.
Yeah. It's just to find something to talk about, what we were, whether it's a local legend or...
Yeah, because there's loads of little stuff just in the local area, which is always quite interesting, I think, and lots of people haven't heard of, so...
Yeah.
Excellent. Right, well, I suppose this is us signing off this episode then.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
Yeah, thank you all for listening. And please
Hopefully
check us out on Facebook,
okay.
Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. And we'll see you all soon.
Yeah, look forward to hearing from your comments.